What is up with the squad? It's Cess, your favorite out team with up tendencies in the building. We got on the court with Jay and Cess. Jay, what up?
What up, what up, what up, people? What is going on? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday.
Come in the building, hitting the like and the share because they both right there. Hit the like and the share. Hey, both right there. We talking Unrivaled. We are talking Unrivaled. Can y'all believe it? On the last day here of the WNBA season, Unrivaled kind of stole the show, didn't they? Unrivaled kind of stole the show.
Don't they do that a lot?
Unrivaled keeps stealing the show. Okay. T to the 4 power was good. Was good. Dame Brady Sports Highlights.
What's going on? Tulip. What's going on?
So, last week Unrivaled was like, nah, you know what? We're not even. It's cool. We're just gonna have like 6 players. We're gonna do a pool. And then they woke up and checked their cash app. And they was like, you know what?
That direct deposit hit.
When that cash app hit, that was like, yeah, you know what? 14's big dog. What is it? When the cash app hit, that was like, yeah, nah, we finna get after it. Nah.
What did Khaled said? The vocals are in. The vocals are in.
The vocals are in. The cash app hit. King. Y'all know, I don't know if it make the coin sound on your phone, but it make the coin sound on my phone. Because clean people get to looking around. The cash app hit, and they was like, you know what? Yeah, we are going to not only expand. We're going to talk about some of the stuff that they do. Well, how surprised were you, Jay, just to even hear the news?
Well, I saw that I got a tweet or something because I get notifications for them. I was waiting to see if they were going to drop clues on who, anybody was going to be, if they were going to get any new people. Then I see them talking about You Ain't No Diva, only to find out they had announced that they had 2 new teams. And I said, oh, okay. They already paying their players more. They're adding 2 new teams. And then I saw the article drop.
Okay,
and Alex said it was ESPN's article.
Okay.
And Alex said, the money is there and we got people that want to be a part of it. We don't want to leave nobody behind. So, if all stars want to be in it, we got to expand so we can make room for them. So, I was kind of not shocked, but kind of like, wow. Cause we were just talking about how we didn't know how fast they were going to go. Like we knew they would grow, but we just didn't know if it was going to happen year 2 or if they were going to wait. Cause I said, since that lady, I forgot her name, Mickey is their commissioner, was saying like, we might make the arena a little bit bigger, but we're not going to expand too much. We're going to keep the 6 teams. We're going to keep, the same amount of players. We're not really looking at doing too much yet. We want to, perfect what we have. And then, like you said, that direct deposit hit, and to hear Alex say, we about to pay them more. So we ain't got to worry about that. And we're adding 2 new teams, 12 more players. The arena is going from 800 to 1,000. I mean, it's the natural next step, but that's just showing the success, something that people were laughing at, saying it wasn't going to be anything. It's a rec league to now, like we're going to talk about the valuation of the business, how they're still getting investors. They turned investors away last season. We were talking about that. They had to say, wait.
Investors away this season. They turned investors away this season. Like,
wasn't it last season?
2 seasons in a row.
Yeah.
Stop. Don't give us no more money.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, Unrivaled, I don't know if y'all are movie people. I'm a movie person. So the best way to describe Unrivaled right now is like in Scarface when Tony finally hit, and remember they was bringing the money in. They was bringing the money in the banks on the carts, and the man say, "Hey, we can't take no more of your money." But, hey, Unrivaled sitting up here looking like Scarface right now. I ain't playing. They looking like the Scarface of basketball. They got so much money. They made so much money. They don't know what to do with it. They are looking for places to go and put the money. Are y'all paying attention to what's going on? Valuation of $340 million.
And what was it last season?
I don't
34. I think they said it was 34 million. They made 34.
I mean, come on, for this just startup rec league that y'all didn't. Now, me and Political Ill. Following this up, we're gonna have a political conversation about poly sports conversation about Unrivaled, because one of the other things that I learned was that they went to the W first.
I read that.
Do y'all want to be partners? Do y'all want to have y'all hands in basketball year round? And the Dub was like,
"We good.
Nah, we cool." Okay. Now,
no, they were just greedy.
But who is losing money? No, because see, I want to stick to the fact that y'all say y'all losing money. Y'all ain't made no money. Now they came and said, "Hey, here's an opportunity for y'all to get some money all year round." And y'all was like, "Nah, we good." People who ain't making money don't do that, y'all.
No. I don't think the W's broke. I just think they wanted more of the pie.
Oh, no, I know you don't think so. They want us to think so.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay.
Yeah, they want us to think so. We ain't buying it. That's that. No, brokey. We ain't buying that. We ain't doing it. Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah. Let's get into it. Let's get into some of this stuff. So I got some questions. What do y'all think are the factors that most influenced Unrivaled's decision to expand? Right? Do you think it was the financial success? Was it the viewership growth, player demand, or was it the potential of a looming lockout for the WNBA to give more players an opportunity to stack some money up in case they're locked out? Or is it a combination? What y'all think? Let me know.
For me, it might be a little bit of both, but I think demand is probably the biggest one of it, biggest one of them. Because people didn't know what Unrivaled was going to be. These players didn't know. These players, a lot of the, I wouldn't say big name, but just a lot of players, I think, turned them down in the beginning. Because, you know, it started off as it's going to be the 30 best players in the whole wide world and blah, blah, blah. And we start seeing, not to say they're not great players, but, you know, you start to see they were getting just some, you know, some players. So,
but what did they say about them other players?
What do you mean?
They say we don't need CC. They came flat out. They came right out and said, Alex said, "Hey, we don't need that. We don't need her."
No. It wasn't a necessity. I just think they
money in anyway.
They got turned down by a lot of players they thought, and so with the success, a lot of those players were like, "Whoa, wait a minute, like ho, okay." I ain't think
I'm gonna stick with my movie theme. I'm gonna stick with my movie theme here. You know who them players sound like? Y'all remember the Temptations? My song, my car, my name. It's everything. Remember that lady? Remember how she ended up at the end of the movie? In the same apartment with the toilet flushing over her head. Temptations getting Grammys. Remember? That's who they sound like.
Mike Jones. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. That's where we are. The demand, they weren't willing to take a chance.
Y'all didn't feel Jay with the bar. Y'all didn't feel Jay.
Come on now, Mike Jones. Come on, who? Mike Jones.
Let's go.
Back then, come on. I think that's what I mean by the demand. I think they weren't too sure. A lot of these players, like, I don't know. It's not gonna, I don't know if it's a fad. I don't know how much. Yeah, you're boasting you can pay this, but I don't really know. And they saw the immediate success. They saw the development, how almost all those players elevated their game. They saw how they were there. It was like a basketball camp, having fun, getting facials, getting their hair done, getting the treatment they need, wearing these little machines that just tell them what's wrong with their body immediately. The security of if they get hurt, they have their contract is paid for. The money, obviously. And then you start to see the equity. Yeah. Well, I think they missed out on the equity. Isn't that just for the first people, right? Or maybe they might extend it to some more people, but I don't know.
I don't know. That's right. That's right. It could be just those first 36 or however they handle that. That's a good point.
Yeah. But I think that if the popularity and so now if you're those players and this CBA is kind of, you don't know how it's going to go, you're thinking, maybe Unrivaled is where I can go. I can be with my family. I don't have to go overseas. I'm making bank.
I tell you what though.
What?
I told y'all I stay on the block till I'm done on the block. I don't spin back on the block. Now when I swung by and tried to get your number, I wasn't cute enough. I wasn't fine enough then. Yes. I didn't have enough money then. You didn't like the car I was riding then. But here I am now, and you I'm not. I would have signed 14 college players. I ain't pulling back up on you. I wasn't good enough for you then. Stay where you at then.
Yeah.
Stay where you at. Some of those players probably really will get another opportunity to come back into the league, right? But
maybe
Asia Wilson probably, I don't think ever plays in Unrivaled. I just don't think they plays in Unrivaled.
When I'm talking about other players, I'm not referring to Asia, the best player in the world. She got her own thing going on. I'm not referring to her at all.
Kelsey Plum should play in Unrivaled.
She said she would.
I think Kelsey Plum should play in Unrivaled. What's going on, y'all?
Hey, B-Will. She said if they'll have me, I'll play. She just said last season she had to get out because it was too much going on personally and she needed a break.
I tell you who I ain't bringing back. Sometimes you, sometimes me. Sabrina, I got stuff on my calendar. No, thank you.
I was wondering.
No, thank you.
Wondering
especially because we paid you extra to come. So no, thank you. It didn't go over well for me for her. Man, so I just don't know what to think. I'm so excited about just the announcement because now my mind is spinning. Like, so Breeze and then Hive, because we've been saying that the names are supposed to be hints at where they'll end up at as cities. So where would the Breeze and the Hive fit? Because I think
Breeze
like
stays.
Charlotte.
Breeze stays in Miami.
Okay, so then Charlotte sounds like the Hive, right? The Charlotte Hornets, the Beehive, maybe.
It could be, or it could be Houston. If you're thinking about Beehive and who has a Beehive, Beyonce, Houston.
Okay, I forgot about Beyonce. Okay, I'm sorry. It's bigger beehives than the real beehives. My bad.
Look, I don't know. They said I ain't no diva.
Blame it on my head, not my heart, man. I forgot. Okay.
It could be Charlotte. No, you could be thinking Charlotte Sting or the Hornets, but I was thinking Houston.
Yeah, I mean it could be. Here we go. So what up, Brass Tacks? Paige Bueckers. I don't think you need to. I didn't need a Caitlin anyway. But Paige Bueckers is getting ready to make more than her entire 4-year WNBA rookie deal in one season of Unrivaled. How does that money and that opportunity change the way the young players come out? Like, are you looking at WNBA? Are you having your agent reach out to Unrivaled? Are you trying to see if you got action at both? Do you think some players will come out and just be like, let me see what that Unrivaled actually look like?
I don't think solely Unrivaled, no, because it's only, still 7 weeks. They didn't say they were expanding to make it bigger, but I think it's like total 10 weeks.
But it's over $250,000.
No, I get that. But what I'm saying is that I think a lot of these players still dream of the WNBA as like that's the pinnacle. Now the money don't match. The money don't match, but I think in their minds it's still like, I want to go to the W. Now, if they can get both, then they can get both. But I think it's almost like a, not security, but some players that don't make it to the league, they end up going overseas or playing in, some other kind of semi-pro league. Now you have Unrivaled, where you're going to make more at Unrivaled than you will in the W. So if I don't make it to the W, but I have this relationship with Unrivaled, because my agent, whoever's been pursuing this NIL, however that works, my backup plan is Unrivaled. Like, and I only have to play 10 weeks as development for me. If I want to go overseas, I still have the opportunity, but I have the whole, outside of January to March, I have the whole rest of the year to get a personal coach or go overseas or do whatever.
Be on tour.
I know who you're talking about. Maybe. I mean, it all depends. Like, I think it's kind of like chess being played right now. That's also why Kathy is a little shaking in her boots a little bit and trying to act like she's not concerned, but she's concerned. The W's definitely going to have to step up payment and do right by these ladies, because Unrivaled is doing it now, but we don't know 5-10 years from now how many other babies this is going to spur, where, if Kathy don't get it right, they might
that's
be
the problem.
obsolete.
Can't oversaturate the market, and you can't let it get too fragmented, right? So you gotta watch that. You can't let it get too washed out, right? So this is where we gotta kind of be careful. You got AU, you got Unrivaled, you got AEBL, you got WBL, you got Upshot, you got WNBA, and there's probably a whole bunch of other smaller name ones that I'm not even familiar with that are out there. So like let's be careful. Some of y'all gonna start getting bought up and ate up anyway.
They're gonna get absorbed somewhere.
But we got 53 players in this league now. 12 new roster spots, 6 development spots. You got Bueckers there on a 3-year deal. I think they got 90% of the rosters. Back. Yeah, Cam coming back. Well, Cam for the first time
to play.
90% of the rosters are signed, I believe. And then they're gonna start announcing the players into September. So be on the lookout, because me and Jay gonna start keeping y'all up to date about what's coming. The player development player pool is interesting, because it's not just like, oh, I'm in Miami and they're gonna pay me.
I'm excited about that.
Out. They have to follow a training schedule. They have to follow a practice schedule. They have to participate in scrimmages. They get paid a minimum 6-figure salary. That's not bad coming out of, you ain't got no job nowhere, man. And better than man all the time. And a 6-figure and
if you're not playing and you want to pay, you got to do something.
So they get the same baseline as the active athletes. I thought that was really dope. It comes out of what they learned about injury replacements. But we talked about the facility is going to 15,000 square feet. They're going to have a second practice squad, second practice floor. They're going to have the 150 more seats. So they'll have 1,000 seats in the building. 4 game nights per week. 4 games.
No more back-to-backs.
No more back-to-backs. I mean, me and Jay got to come up here and do a review 4 times a week now. I don't know what
y'all get us 4 times, 4 days.
4 days a week. As soon as the game, 30 minutes after the game is over, here we come. But I'm gonna tell you what I don't see.
What?
They ain't said nothing about these referees.
I mean, I think that may be coming. I don't know if that's if they're holding on, because I'm waiting on them to say no free throw, no wins by free throw either. I think there's more news coming. I just think this is the first round.
What I want to see them do is just hire some unrivaled referees. You are the unrivaled refs for
independent
here. Yeah, this is what you do. Do whatever you need to do for like your professional development to stay sharp on your craft. Be ready to go. Will Lisa Leslie be a coach? Teaching the 4th power, Daniels. That is a good question. Don't know. I don't know.
I think she's gonna be part of the
staff.
If
it's the same. I don't know if it's the same coach is coming back. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Now they ain't said nothing about the refs. I had to complain about that. I'm gonna tell you what else. The free throw thing. They're gonna do something about the commentators now. Renee Montgomery and then everything else should be to be determined. Okay, now let's go keep it a buck. Renee Montgomery, everything else should to be determined. Candace,
I like Roz.
I didn't get to see enough of Roz. Roz was at the facility, right? Roz wasn't
She did.
participating
Yeah,
at the
she was
halftime.
mostly facility, but she was in the studio a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was Lisa that was sitting courtside, right? Yeah,
Yeah, Lisa
you don't
and
want to do that.
Brendan
And then
from
Candace in the
Connecticut.
studio. Mm-mm.
Yeah, she is
Let's not.
boring. We talked about that last season that she
Let's
wasn't.
not. Let's shake it up because Renee is up there holding basketball like she ready to hoop right now. And and then it was okay. Never mind. I'm not gonna go down that road because then I have to start talking about shoulder pads and a lot of stuff. We don't. But I do. Those are the couple things that I want to see different.
Okay.
I hope that the 1v1 is still there. I'm really hoping that we hear about like a 2v2. I would love to see that. They said that the expansion was necessary to avoid shutting out interested all-stars. So I love the fact that they just let the demand kind of drive. That Cash App didn't help too, but I love that they let the demand kind of drive it in the interest. They want to be the home for all the best players in the world. That's a direct shot at the dub to me. And I wonder if that means that they're open to signing international players who have not played in the WNBA.
I think it's gonna lean that way.
Okay.
I can see it not being a W only thing. I think the only reason it was a W only thing is because it's Fee and Stewie. And their whole thing was we want to create a league that we've been in this league X amount of years. We've seen the treatment. We've seen the things that are lacking. We want to create a space for us and our coworkers and our friends in the league to be able to experience what can happen. So I think the small scale was let's just start with, W players we know or W players, blah, blah, blah. And then eventually they might lean out to international. Because they just say professional. It doesn't say you have to be, if you look at the rules or whatever where it says you have to be a professional player to be in the league. It's a professional league. It doesn't say you have to be in the W. So I think it's gonna little by little start getting international players, or like you said, players that didn't even make or get to be a team, be on a team. We might start seeing, the training camps, like really training camps and, seeing who's going to make a team or who's going to be on the developmental team or whatever, or the pool. So I think that's why I think it could
also
head.
One of the biggest reasons that I wanted to come up here and do this live was just so I could laugh at the people. Remember y'all said that your shit it's not that popular. Nobody cares. It's on TNT. Nobody. Look, here they go.
They'll still talk about the ratings because that's all they got.
I don't care. That's what I'm saying. $340 million valuation. 2 new teams coming. After just 2 weeks ago, they was like, "Nah, we cool. We just gonna pick up 6 new players. We gonna run with them, see how it look." And they was like, "What the balance say?" Oh yeah, man. Call the contractors. We're gonna bust this thing out, man. We got time. Matter of fact, we'll pay extra so that it's done on time.
Yeah.
What does that $340 million valuation say about just, I guess, the popularity of women's basketball?
That Unrivaled is smart and they know how to strike when the iron's hot. And they're doing the right things by, reaching out. I'm sure the communication is there. I'm sure they know how to attract these investors. They're leaning into what is going to be eye-catching, not just professional people, but they're going college. So there's a wave of college students that are excited and they're talking about it, NIL and all this other stuff. So they're building from like literally ground zero up. You know what I'm saying? They're thinking big, but I think they're taking little baby steps to get there. And with the wave of how women's basketball is, think about it. The biggest wave came from college basketball, women's college basketball. That's where the popularity became, oh, yeah, these women really, really do this. And then it goes into the W and they start seeing players like Asia and Fees and whoever, and they're watching them like, oh, okay, wait, this. Because, we know it's not just one person because all of the attendance is up all over the league. So I think Unrivaled is just smart. about how they're running their business. And so it is a part of how popular women's basketball is right now, but they know when to strike while the iron's hot. They're sowing their seeds so it'll last longer than just like a quick little lightning thing.
Absolutely. And I think the WNBA on the flip side is moving like some of these old corporations that we see get phased out, right? Like the IBMs, the GMs, the American Expresses that think I can survive just on my name. People are going to come and want to work here and be here just because I'm General Motors, I'm American Express, and people look at you like you're not the sexy answer out here no more. It's sexier to be at the startup. It's sexier to be at what's growing, what's hot, and the WNBA. Unfortunately, I feel like they're following a playbook that the NBA had, but the NBA didn't face the challenges and the upstarts that the Dub is going to face with the Unrivaled and the ability for people to be able to just start up a league, right? So I think that they should try to get away from that NBA playbook as quickly as they can, or they're going to be out of style. They're going to be out of style.
But are they?
Period. The WNBA? Hell
Do you think they're going to separate from what the NBA?
They should. Because the product that they're selling isn't the same product that the NBA is selling. The NBA is selling a global above the rim game, right? That is already super international. This to me, this league is still, it's not 30 years old yet. We get ready to finish up year 29, and it's still very much at the grassroots level. It's still very much reach out and touch. Y'all ain't got 200 people playing right now. So, and I think, it's 13 teams, but you give them 1.5 million. Like, I mean, like the salary of the entire league ain't even $30 million yet. Like, there's NBA players that could just pay all the WNBA players. Steph could like pay the WNBA and like keep it, well, not miss it.
Right.
So yes, you can still get away from them and do your own thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think they should. I'm just saying, I don't know if that, I mean, they don't move like they are thinking ahead. Like maybe this is a wake up call, but I feel like they've been behind the 8 ball for some years now. But I mean, we'll see. But they're trying to definitely make Unrivaled be the demon, as Satu says. They don't want them playing in Unrivaled. They don't want them doing Athletes Unlimited. They have that clause where you can't be overseas for, by the time the league starts and all this other stuff. So it's like they're fighting it more than they're trying to figure out what they need to do.
But that's a dare. That's a dare. Like the W. Call a book. Sit down and be like, you know what? Between what I do over here in China and what I'm gonna do in Unrivaled, I don't even need that little 80,000. It's all good.
Right. That's what Gabby said.
I don't even need that 80,000. I feel like there are gonna be some players that will choose Unrivaled. I think that there'll be some players because again, it's not so much about the chip. People are saying now, right? It's more about the money, the brand. I can go and make my money and then come back and win a chip here sometime. Y'all will be around. I just think there'll be different strategies and different approaches. If I don't win a WNBA championship, but I'm crowned the best 1v1 player in the world, will I rock with that? Will I take that?
Your bonus for winning a championship is not even as much as your salary that you're making at Unrivaled. Or if you win the 1v1.
The first time one player has only played in Unrivaled and makes the Olympic squad, it's up. It's up.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, they're gonna have to figure something out.
We would hope that they would, but I don't know that they really want to. But the eliminating the back-to-backs and the player health and performance the changes that they're making, they are crediting, I think, Nafisa with that. So shout out to Nafisa Collier for making them calls. Expanding facilities.
Go ahead. Sorry. No, go ahead.
Oh, because I was gonna switch gears. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I think Stewie is probably gonna bring up some other stuff too that we just haven't heard. I think that's when the ref's gonna come in and because she already said she didn't like the winning on a free throw. She thinks that's she didn't like the way that felt. So I think we're gonna see some more stuff. But go ahead. You were talking about the facility.
Yeah, well, expanded facilities, you got the bigger rosters, new teams. In 5 years, where is Unrivaled? Are they complementing the W? Are they competing with the W? Have they carved out a different space? What do you think?
I think they carve out a different space. I mean, as long as there's 3-on-3, I mean, it's different enough to not necessarily, in my mind, I think is one way it can threaten the W, but on the other side, like the W can benefit from what they're doing if they, play it the right way. But go ahead. What?
Well, and I asked that because I think it was Gamecocks fam that circle back around on this with me. Adam Silver. People made the comments about streaming, how they watch the game, got to figure out all these streaming. Adam Silver, instead of saying, yo, we're going to figure it out, we definitely want our fans to be able to enjoy the game. We want the consumers to know where we're at. He said, watch the highlights. That's what he said. Watch the highlights. If that's the attitude versus Unrivaled is like, watch us all day, watch us behind the scenes. We're going to post. People are going to move away from that. I think fans want to feel valued. I think Unrivaled will be competing. The WNBA mess around to go really have a long lockout. And, we could be talking about something different because I think it's a lot more people that feel like KS, where I don't care if WNBA is here or not, as long as I can watch these players anywhere else, somewhere else, as long as I can see this level of talent anywhere, I'm watching. And it doesn't have to be in the WNBA. They could be playing for the XYZ championship. Nobody, the A12 championship. Nobody cares as long as it's them, because that's what we're here for, the product. We're not here because it says WNBA. We're here because of the level of talent that's on the floor. And I think the fan base and the money goes wherever that's at.
That's true. That's true.
So I think they better be real careful. The NBA can beat their chest because there's no other. Well, I don't know. LeBron had his meeting. LeBron had his meeting about a global league. So, but I just don't think that there's a men's league that could pop up overnight like this right now and rival the NBA at over 75, 76 years old. But 30, you ain't even 30 yet.
No. The only reason this is affecting the W in the way that it is because the W just isn't doing right by their players. It's pretty simple.
Exactly.
So that's why it could easily, I wouldn't say take over, but it can rival it, and it could be a problem for the W because it's forcing them to get ahead of the game. Like, y'all been dragging y'all feet all this whole time, and people can dig into if they're really making money or not making money and how much they're actually pocketing and leaving the players and not allowing them to be in negotiations like they said they would. But Unrivaled is like, every time the W is there's something else. Unrivaled's like, oh, and guess what? Oh, and guess what now? And then look at this. And the W's like, well, wait a minute now. I'm trying to catch up. Yeah. So I think that's why, but that's their own fault. It's not Unrivaled's fault that y'all aren't running your business correctly. It's just exposing the things that you probably could have done had you put the right effort in the right spots. So, it's their fault. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to spend money to make money.
Oh, a lockout will hurt the W, but a lockout to me is coming. It ain't nothing to talk
These
about.
Players are not playing around. They're not taking this. Yeah, you can give me a payout right now and give me my $1 million, but what happens after the next CBA when you've already made hundreds of millions of dollars and I'm still making this little bit because I didn't ask for it. We didn't demand the revenue. We didn't demand these things that's going to grow after the media deal kicks in. And when you start getting more stuff So.
And shout out Gamecocks fam. So I was this week years old when I found out that when Kathy says the only time she talks to Asia is when she hands her an award, means that she's never sat down with the face of this league. How unserious can you be if you've never met Asia? How unserious could you be?
Yeah.
Think about that. Think about that. Think about that. If Adam Silver never talked to Steph Curry, never talked to LeBron James,
Mm-hmm.
David Stern never talked to Michael Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
Roger Goodell never talks to, I don't necessarily agree that he's the face of the league, but never talked to Patrick Mahomes.
Mm.
How is that good business?
It's not, but they've been getting around. They've been getting
for
to
you to
get
think,
away with it forever.
But that's how little she thinks about us. For her to just to stand up there and tell us, I don't even talk to Asia. Y'all up here screaming about Asia. I don't. Basically, what she says, I don't give a damn about Asia.
Think about what she said about Angel and Stacey. Well, Larry Bird. I know it's racism, but Larry Bird and Magic Johnson did help the NBA. So yeah, she might be getting death threats, but money. She don't care about these people.
Yeah, I get that the owners pay Goodell's salary, but Roger Goodell they pay his salary for him to be the bridge between them and the players. So there's no way that Roger Goodell can represent the face of ownership and deal with the players if you don't even talk to the damn face of, you don't even talk to the players. That's wild.
Exactly, KS. That's exactly what it is.
Smear Stewie and Fee for participating in negotiations because they realized that both of them actually have an entire war campaign plan, winning battles already. But here's the thing. Stewie and Nafisa came and said, hey, we're going to put together a baseball team. You want to be on it? And it was like, baseball team with you? No. They with Mean Girl.
Mm-hmm.
They with Mean Girl. Play with
exactly.
You. No.
Right.
Who are y'all? Y'all
Get out of my face.
Right. No. Play with us. Who are you? Girl, please. Right? Then here comes Cinderella at the ball with Prince Charming and shit. And they like, is that Unrivaled? Is
Mike
that
Jones.
Unrivaled?
Mike Jones.
Look fly.
With that 40-inch middle part bust down.
40-inch middle, man. What they call it? What is it? What's the one Mary get? The 627, 672? What is it?
I don't know.
The blonde. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. That's the one. Listen, they showed up like, that's Unrivaled? Yeah, that's Unrivaled.
Now they mad.
They didn't want to even talk to Unrivaled.
Mm-hmm.
Unrivaled showed up like a baddie. I'm telling you, they was looking like Unrivaled. They work at the gas station. She got 3 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
She not for us. Ball time came, she had a day off. Goodness gracious, she cleaned up nice. That's what it sounded like to me.
That's why she answered that the way she did last season when they said, well, what do you think about Unrivaled and how everything, you were down there watching them and stuff. What do you think? There's anything you think that, you could take from the league? Oh no, there's nothing, they're a 3-on-3 league. They got 30 players. I got 144. Nah, that nothing that we might be able to use some of their, what did she say? Some of their, social media ideas. But other than that, no, they ain't got nothing on us. That's why she's pissed because you know what? I missed out.
Yeah. That's Unrivaled. Unrivaled showed up like, oh man, she must have went out the country for that BBL. Goodness gracious. Stacked up on them. Unrivaled stacked up on them.
Hold on.
Plausible deniability about not being a direct competitor, different season, less players, 3-on-3. Oh yeah, Unrivaled giving leverage to the young players in the league and about to enter, just help them in the long run. They had the blueprint from the Ice Club League. My goodness. So this is where we're at. We got 2 new teams coming. We got players being announced at the end of this month. We don't know about the coaches, so we got our alerts turned on so we don't miss no information. I can't wait to see if one of these. Whose teams will these be? Will Paige get her own team? They said they took stuff from NWSL too. Absolutely. if you want to be successful, you go and see what work. You go and see what workplaces. You definitely want to benchmark your processes. You're looking for gold standard everywhere. At least I would be. They still got people that want to invest. They're gonna, I think, still probably sign another round of college players to NIL deals, hopefully, so that we see some of these other college players out there. Some players already announced they're playing in Unrivaled. Who announced already? T. Carmelo, let us know. Let us know who else has announced. Shout out Beast Mode. Hey, Beast Mode is him and is my absolute favorite my absolute favorite entertainer, sports athlete, figure, person. Marshawn Lynch, Beast Mode, Money Lynch. Yay, area! You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. Oh man, hey, you got some good players. Before Unrivaled got a chance to get them. Some of those players, like Caitlin Chin, went looking for 5-on-5. Ice Cube, I got you. Some of those players went looking for 5-on-5 for development. Hey, you got some good stuff going. They got to figure it out. Before we get ready to get out of here, though, Jay, what you got for the rest of the day?
I did want to say one thing. I know we touched on it a little bit, but the fact that the player pool is players on their rookie contract, I think is a dope thing. Because like you said, they still have to go to practice. They still have a workout regimen. They have scrimmages. They're getting 100,000 players that their rookie contract is 74 to 83 maybe $1,000 a year. And they have the opportunity to be around some of the best players in the world and develop at the same time. Like these are players that are hungry, that want it, and that may have the opportunity to end up playing with some of these players. Doesn't mean they're going to be called, but they're there and they're ready. And I think that's just a part of the development. I think that's dope that they're giving that pool to the rookies. Now, some rookies probably will make teams. You know, we heard Sanaya is going to be there. Sanaya says she's going. Kiki didn't say. She said I don't know if she said she's thinking about it, but she might. They haven't said anything about Sony. I know Nice is going to AU. So I'm not really sure who they're going to get. Pow. Yeah, Caitlin Chin, all of them are going to AU. But
Caitlin Chin said she specifically went looking for 5-on-5 work though.
Yeah.
She wanted 5-on-5 work.
And it's all about where you're developing, what you want to work on. I think 3-on-3 for Unrivaled is more about certain individual things that you want to work on. And I think it really helps your one-on-one. I think it helps because you're out there on the island. How are you guarding? How's your defense? How's your offense? Like you can't hide behind anybody. The pace, things like that. And then, you have your regular one-on-one workout or however you have access to any of the coaches, any of the player development coaches that's out there. But I'll be interested to see who they choose as their 6 pool players. But then who they're going to add to the team. Because I know Paige is going to be on the team. She's not going to be a part of it. I feel like she's not going to be a part of that pool.
And that's what I think. I think when you look at, Paige, I don't think Paige was going to be a part of the pool anyway, because you had at least 2 spots that was open. So Paige is going in one of them spots for me. I don't know what you're saying is disrespectful yet. I don't know. You gotta let us know. But when you look at the way that they're bringing the players in, I think the players that are going to be kind of more at Unrivaled are players who know that they're on a team next season. And AU is more about people that are trying to lock in a spot. And so I need to show you what I'm doing on 5-on-5. I got the chance to come here and work with these vets. I love the vets that are going there to be able to pour into those young players, because it take a special vet. Because some of the vets could have played in Unrivaled easy. They like what they're doing at AU. So
yeah,
I like the balance of them. What up, Keisha Posey?
Hey, Keisha. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm planning to go. Yeah. We gotta try to figure out how we can get down there.
I mean, they got 1,000 seats in the building now. That was the last thing I was going to ask you.
We got to get on it though, because those tickets. I tried to get tickets for like the second week. They went out as soon as they said they were available. So hopefully
gone.
Hopefully with 1,000 seats.
We need a media pass. We need a media pass to the game.
That's
Let's
what I
find out
look.
about
We
that.
got to work on that. Yeah, we got to see what they can do, if they can do anything
Well,
for us.
Absolutely. Jay, I appreciate you jumping on here kind of last minute. I hit you yesterday, like, we got to do a show. And you was like, okay, yeah, we'll do a show.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
We will be keeping y'all up with Unrivaled. I got to get ready to jump over for Polysport Tea Time. We are going to break down some more of Unrivaled from a political standpoint, but we also are going to be talking about the Democratic Women's Caucus sent a letter to the WNBA, telling them that they better negotiate in good faith and pay fair. So I can't wait to hear what Lil has to say about those. But we're just gonna keep the conversation going. Jay, appreciate you pulling up. If y'all didn't hit the like and the share on the way in, hit it on the way out.
Yep.
That's J Spot. Make sure y'all giving her a follow on the J Spot Network right here on YouTube. Cess Talk Sports. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon.